not too often do we have to say the Navy really disappointed us, but when they do, they go big. Fat Leonard, one huge scandal, and now this. And we're going to talk about it finally. The Navy told this military family they were safe from toxic water. Then both their children ended up in the ER. Do you know what JP5 tastes like in your water? Let me know. We've got an ongoing issue here where the Navy has been leaking fuel into people's water. And then you totally break faith with the people who live in the housing that you make them live in the bases that you make them move to, and then you poison their kids? Unacceptable, Navy. Really disappointing here. People should be in jail over this. On December 13th, Army Major Amanda Fine's 4-year-old daughter woke up before dawn with uncontrollable vomiting, severe abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Must have been an unbearable experience for the parents. Within a few hours, Amanda's husband, Patrick, was taking their little girl to the emergency room at Tripler Army Medical Center in Honolulu, Hawaii. The Fine's, like thousands of other military families, had learned their water was likely contaminated with jet fuel that leaked from a Navy fuel storage facility weeks before. If you've ever been on a Navy ship, one where they carry JP5, you probably know well the scent and maybe the taste of JP5. They always tell you, if you go to the water fountain, aka the Scuttlebutt, on a ship, and it smells like fuel, do not drink it. How fuel gets in the water on a Navy ship, I couldn't really tell you, and at least not why it's so common. When I joined the Navy, my first job was as an aviation boatswain's mate fuel specialist. I joined undesignated and worked in the fuel department. I was baptized by the Navy in JP5. That stuff is bad for your health. Do not drink it. Do not huff it. Do not even get it covered on your skin because it's bad for you. Amanda and Patrick suspected that their daughter's illness could be attributed to the water contamination, though they weren't sure how. They'd been told by the Navy that the water in their Fort Island neighborhood was fine. The water in their neighborhood was fine. Now, if you guys are not familiar with this story, maybe 6 weeks ago, the Navy got accused of one of their old fuel storage supply bilges leaking fuel into a well, an aquifer that the Hawaii residents get their drinking water from. To which the Navy said, I don't think that it's us. And that's insanity. Why would they take that position? What is this denial BS garbage? I hate that so much. Immediately, they should have taken this completely, absolutely top tier seriously. The doctor who saw this couple's daughter, however, had other concerns. Even though they were no longer actively drinking the poisoned water, the doctor said they and their children could still be exposed to the chemicals if they were using them like plastic sippy cups or linens that had been washed with the contaminated water. So it's everywhere now. Nothing that they have is safe. As soon as Amanda heard what was happening with their daughter, she contacted the Child Development Center and explained what the medical staff had told her about the porous materials. The staff at the daycare had not heard about that issue, but said they would try to find an answer. It was the final straw. I said, I'm not gambling with my family's lives anymore. The Navy then issued orders that people should not be drinking the water there, that they should not be drinking the water, and that's been an ongoing issue. Apparently, this Navy fuel tank was built on top of one of Hawaii's main sources of water, of fresh drinking water, and had not been inspected in over 20 years, and it was leaking into the water source, contaminating it. And they got multiple orders to do an investigation into this thing and inspect it, and they kept saying, no, I don't think that we should. But finally, Navy complies with order to fix facility that leaked jet fuel into tap water. Do you think it's about time that you maybe put in some effort there, Navy? Maybe it is. After you poisoned a bunch of families and kids, the Navy will comply with a Hawaii emergency order to empty fuel tanks and make repairs at a storage facility that contaminated drinking water with jet fuel at Pearl Harbor, an official said Monday, appearing to abandon its legal fight with the state before Navy leaders are grilled about the public health crisis in a hearing on Capitol Hill. Absolute cowardly move. Absolutely cowardly move. How the heck would the Navy take the position that it just isn't really their problem? That's insanity. A November leak of 14,000 gallons of jet fuel at the long-troubled Red Hill Underground Fuel Storage Facility at Pearl Harbor, that's what it's called, the Red Hill Underground Fuel Storage Facility, flowed into a Navy-operated well, sickening scores of people and driving 3,500 military families from their homes between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Happy holidays. Oh, man. That's a December to remember event. The Hawaii Department of Health issued an emergency order on December 6th after tests showed fuel had contaminated a well at Joint Base Pearl Harbor-Hickam. The Navy order required the Navy develop a plan that would empty the tanks, identify needed repairs, and address deficiencies within the operation, along with the installation of a water filtration at the contaminated well. The Navy suspended operations at the facility and began treating water, but went to court to contest the order. The Navy's resistance finally ended Friday following a decision from the state Deputy Attorney General to uphold the emergency order that was later affirmed by Hawaii health officials last week. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. It is unclear if the Navy will appeal this decision again, according to a defense official who spoke on condition of anonymity. The Navy is in talks with the Justice Department on options and long-term solutions for a facility with national security implications in mind. There's so many programs in the military that could provide a replacement jet fuel source. They have supply ships. They have FARPs. I believe they're called FARPs, where basically they import fuel. People have, this is their job, is to set up mobile fuel bases for refueling operations for military operations. How come you can't just do this? If I found out that there was a possibility that thousands of military families were being poisoned by their water and I had the power to stop it, I would, if there was even a chance that that was happening, I would not hesitate for 1 second to take the most extreme actions to correct that. There's systems in place. There's other ways to get fuel. This is so dumb. How are they so dumb in the Navy to do this? Leadership. What are you doing? Imagine the loss of confidence your subordinate sailors, Marines, airmen, everybody there is going to have in you after you don't comply to try to help them out and try to deny it or cover it up. Are you kidding me? There's a quote here that says, the evidence shows that the Red Hill facility is simply too old, too poorly designed, too difficult to maintain, too difficult to inspect, along with being too large to prevent future releases. It's a ticking time bomb. Nearly a dozen families told the Washington Post that they had experienced similar symptoms to the ones we heard about the family before as early as last spring, leading to suspicions that there was more extensive contamination than the Navy has disclosed. And we won't know for potentially years what the long-term effects of this. Are people going to get, gastrointestinal disease? Are they going to get rare cancers, exposure issues, ulcers, all these things that ingesting fuel can cause? We won't know. Navy. No. Bad deal. Get some people in trouble for this. Hold some people accountable, please. Is that too much to ask? For sickening thousands of people, exposing thousands of people to dangerous chemicals? Why? For what? What have we done in that time that was worth it? There's no way that there's anything. Nothing that couldn't have been solved with importing some fuel on a USNS ship.
Thanks for watching that clip.
A fuel ship, a supply ship.
We're live right here on YouTube. Sunday
finding another way to gas your planes.
Time. If you want, come on by, join the chat. I'd love to hear from you. If you like that video and you want to see more, consider checking out this video right here or subscribing to the channel with this button right here. I look forward to talking to you really soon. I'm out for now.